Entitled Mom tried getting me arrested for speaking her language. Not a chance. Me, obviously me. Entitled Mom, nice child. Sally, my amazing friend. Name changed. SB, Starbucks employee. When I was starting to learn Chinese, I met up with my friend weekly at our local Starbucks who was fluent in Chinese and agreed to practice with me. I would buy her favorite frap and in return I would get 45 minutes of pure practice. This is also what contributed to me learning really rapidly. Sally, I love you. So me and Sally would sit at this table outside of Starbucks since the inside was really stuffy and practice our Chinese. Our conversation would kind of go like this. Chinese version. What? Okay, English version. Me. Hello, how are you? Sally. I'm very good, thank you. How about you? Me. I'm also very good. What do you like to eat? Sally. I like to eat beef steamed buns. And you? Me. I like to eat apples. Sally. What is your hobby? Me. Going to let my response go untranslated as a little Easter egg to those who speak Chinese, lol. But did you know, I have a friend who speaks Chinese. His name is Google Translate. My hobby is sleeping. Sally. Face plants. So basically me and Sally were just having basic conversations. One day, as we were talking, a little girl, nice girl, comes up to us. She is Asian, and from her understanding of our conversation, likely Chinese. I don't want to stereotype. What if she is Korean who speaks Chinese? Nice girl. Are you speaking Chinese? Me. Yes, I am practicing my Chinese. Nice girl. Wow, you are really good. Quick to put it here that any white person can impress a Chinese just by saying hello. Like I'll say that and they look at me like I'm God. Me, thank you. Can you speak Chinese? Nice girl, yes. At this moment, Entitled Mom walks over. Entitled Mom. Are you speaking Chinese to my daughter? Me, yes I am. She was helping me practice along with my friend. Sally, your daughter is very sweet. Entitled Mom. I'm going to call 911 on you! Whoa, that was a big 180 turn. Me. Why? What did I do wrong? Entitled Mom. You are speaking Chinese! That's identity theft! Me. No, it's not! I'm learning another language. Entitled Mom. It's identity theft! Police! Police! A Starbucks employee immediately runs out of coffee shop because this lady is screaming like a banshee and asks what is going on. Entitled Mom. This lady is impersonating a Chinese. Me. Ma'am, I'm just practicing my Chinese with my friend. The employee clearly recognizes me and my friend from our weekly meetings and turns to Entitled Mom. Starbucks employee. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Entitled Mom just screams, grabs nice kid and leaves. Well, at least she listened. Did she think we would be long up on malicious compliance? Should have looked at her and responded, You are speaking English? That's identity theft! Turning the whole thing around on her. Karen demands I sell her a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual disc. There's just one problem. For backstory, I used to work for KB Toys at Fiesta Mall here in Arizona. This matters a lot later. I started when I was 16 and worked there off and on for 4 years. At this time the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show on 4Kids was blowing up in popularity. At the time I was an assistant manager. So this was holiday season 2K5 and 2K6. I can't remember exactly, but working at the mall toy store we were constantly slammed, and as our store was one of the lower income stores, we were always short staffed and usually didn't get the newest merchandise till it was 3 or 4 months old. We had 2 assistant managers, me and Ashley, 1 store manager, Brad, and 5 associates. Because Ashley was on a vacation with her mom, manager of another store down the street from us, Brad and I were pulling double duty. He would open the store and work till about 6 or 7, and I would be in from 8 PM to 8 AM. Overnight stocking every day from October to December was BS. Well, today Bart had to dip out for a baby appointment with his wife, so I hauled my happy butt into the store at about 3 in the afternoon. About 8 PM Karen walks in and makes a beeline for the action figure aisle where I happen to be restocking the new Mega Man figures. She walks up and doesn't say a word, just stares the hole in the back of my head. While I finished up the box she stamps her foot and huffs, then this happens. Me. Can I help you find something? Karen. Yes, finally. Need this. Points to flyer she's holding. Me. We don't carry those. Karen. Yes you do, it's your ad. Me. Ma'am, that says Toys R Us, we are KB Toys. Karen. So? You are the same company. Me. No, we're not. The closest one is at Superstition Springs Mall. If you want, I can call them for you and Karen.
Get me your manager now!
Me. Okay, be right back. I walk into the back room, which the door is at the end of the aisle we were. We have a trucker hat that says manager in the office. So I'm sitting in there just waiting for this lady to piss off. After like 10 minutes, Carissa, one of the two associates, walks in and says, "Hey, you know there's a lady waiting out there for you." Me. "Yeah, I know, she told me she wants to talk to the manager, so I went to get him." Carissa. "But that's you." Me. "Oh, I know. Wanna watch the train wreck?" Carissa. "Hell yeah." So I go out with the hat on and say, "I heard you wanted to talk to the manager. What seems to be the issue?" Karen just flips out, screams, throws the ad at me, and walks out. We all had a good laugh and go about our day. I had kinda forgotten about it till 2 weeks later when Laura, our regional manager, comes in during my shift at 8 PM and asks for me specifically. Karen called corporate and fed them some impressive BS about me being racist, sexist, refusing to help her, making fun of her and all that. Laura knew without asking that it must have been me. What can I say, I'm in butthole. Laura. "Bill, we need to have a talk." Me. "Okay, what's up?" Laura. "This customer left some very troubling feedback about you last week." Me. "Who?" Karen.
Me?
Me. "Oh, dual disc lady." Laura. "She says you wouldn't help her with an item we had in the back." Me. "No, I told her we didn't have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual disc because it's a Toys R Us exclusive and we are not them." Karen.
Yes, you are. Why are you still lying?
Laura. "Ma'am, no, we're not. We're direct competitors." Karen.
Well, then you must be dumber than he is.
Now, one thing I've learned is that Laura isn't the kind of person who takes being insulted lightly, especially when someone calls her stupid. She's fired someone on the spot for saying it before. Laura. "Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave and never return to this store ever again." Karen.
Flip you! You slur for lesbian! I can shop anywhere I want! The customer is always right!
Laura. "Actually, no, you can't. Please leave this store or I will have security remove you from the premises." At this point, Karen just huffs and walks away like she wants some victory. Laura. "Sorry about that, I really thought she was being honest." Me. "No worries, I mean we both know if anyone is going to be a PP to the customer it's gonna be me." We both have a laugh and Laura takes off. A few days later all the stores got a notice to be posted on the scheduling board with this lady's picture and name on it saying, "Do not allow this woman into your stores." Normally this type of ban is only for serial shoplifters, so that was pretty flippin' funny. Mom threatens to kill herself, gets mad when I don't try to stop her. This happened when I was 16 and my brother was 14. Our mom has terrible temper. After her dad, a proverbial saint, died, she got worse. She would scream and cry and say things like, "I wish God had taken you too, me and bro, instead of my dad." She would often blame us for things that we had no way of controlling, like losing her job or a bad breakup. One day, she got angry over something, but there I can't remember what. Maybe the house wasn't clean, or dishes weren't done, or she was just crazy, I don't know. But she launched into a complete breakdown. Screaming, cursing, crying, the works. Finally she said,
"I can't take it anymore. I want to die. I want to die and leave you two here, you worthless waste of human flesh. My dad died and I got settled with you and I hate you. I hate you. Just die."
She had a gun in her room. I know because I had picked it up and loaded it a couple of times when I contemplated suicide. Jesus Christ, people of Reddit, what the Among other ways I tried to do myself in. And she ran to the room locking the door, screaming that she was going to shoot herself. My brother was curled up at the bottom of the stairs crying. We waited for the gun to go off, not knowing what to do. Finally, she came out and screamed,
"I can't believe you are so selfish. You'd rather let me die and you're not even going to try it and stop me. You want me to die. Fine. The cops will make you live with your dad."
They had divorced years ago and she constantly tried to paint him as the bad guy.
"And you will all be abused. He'll rape you and starve you and you deserve it."
She went back in her room and we could hear her slamming things around and breaking things. My brother was near hysterical and I had him breathing into a paper bag, though I'm still not sure what good that does. Eventually I go and quote-unquote cry and beg her not to do it and get on my knees, literally, and even apologize. Her response,
"Fine, go to bed."
Like it didn't even happen. She didn't get better as the years went by, and that's not even the worst story I have. I never called CPS even though I really should have. She had us convinced that CPS would give us to people who would rape and abuse us, and used to go into graphic details about the different ways we would be raped and the sexual thing these strangers would do. She had us brainwashed and scared. Yes, eventually I got away, but that's a different story. Video on the screen tells the story.
You are closed, so everything is free.
I gave it all. Yeah, I gave everything. I will never break the silence when I look inside.